I always wanted to make enough money to do YouTube full time by the time I got out of high school, and I wasn't. So then my mom made me go to a community college, and it was miserable. It was literally the worst time of my life. I hated it with a passion. So then I just stopped going to community college, and I would go to my friend's house and just work on videos. But I basically had like 6 months until my mom found out that I wasn't going and she was going to kick me out. That's when I went really hard, and I did that video and a bunch of other videos.
Ever wondered how a single YouTuber could redefine fame and inspire millions, all under intense spotlight pressure? That's the story of MrBeast, a tale of incredible rise, relentless ambition, and the hidden challenges that could shape his legacy. Let's jump right in and uncover the truth behind MrBeast's incredible journey. MrBeast, born Jimmy Donaldson, didn't start as a famous philanthropist or entertainer. He began as a small YouTuber with a dream. His journey began with simple videos, often quirky challenges and commentary, but he was always searching for the next big idea. His early days were marked by experiments, trying everything from video game content to humorous commentary, learning what worked and what didn't. But soon he stumbled upon something that would change his path forever: challenges and giveaways. What made MrBeast different from other creators? Well, for him, it wasn't just about making a viral video, it was about building a connection with his audience through acts of generosity and surprise. Unlike traditional influencers who focused on themselves, MrBeast turned his spotlight onto others, using his platform to perform acts of kindness and support for those in need. Inspired by creators like PewDiePie, he quickly recognized the potential to create viral content that also had a purpose. Something that resonated with people on a deeper level. His vision of becoming a good guy influencer became his brand's foundation, and soon his videos of giving away money, cars, and even entire houses started gaining traction. One key turning point in his rise was the famous video where he counted to 100,000. The video went viral, proving his willingness to go to extreme lengths for entertainment. This unique approach caught YouTube's attention, as his stunts were tailor-made to keep viewers hooked, ensuring high retention rates that the algorithm loved. And as his audience grew, so did his ambition. He leveraged the algorithm, created content that encouraged shares, and worked with sponsors who fueled his large-scale giveaways. It was a powerful cycle of audience engagement and reinvestment that few had achieved at his level, launching him into YouTube stardom. Why did this brand of philanthropy resonate so strongly with viewers? In a world often filled with superficial content, MrBeast's videos represented a refreshing take on generosity, surprise, and adventure. He was an entertainer, yes, but also a giver. His efforts appeared selfless, though. They were also strategically designed to capture viewers' hearts and keep them coming back for more. By giving back, he wasn't just a YouTuber, he became a symbol of hope, kindness, and excitement, a persona that audiences loved. The evolution of content, high stakes, high reward. As MrBeast's channel grew, so did the scale of his content. His videos transformed from small challenges to massive productions, requiring millions of dollars to execute. Challenges like last to leave competitions and surviving 24-hour tests pushed the boundaries of what was possible on YouTube. He once recreated the popular Netflix show Squid Game, building elaborate sets and spending over $3 million to bring the vision to life. The result? Record-breaking views, an engaged audience, and a reinforced image as the internet's top philanthropist. Why would he spend so much on a single video? The answer lies in his high-risk, high-reward strategy. By investing millions into each project, he ensured that every video was a spectacle, something that his fans eagerly anticipated. Each upload wasn't just a video, it was an event. His style of content combined the thrill of competition with the joy of giving, creating an emotional bond that many influencers struggle to achieve. With a talented team behind him, including friends like Chris Tyson and Chandler Hallow, MrBeast's brand felt authentic, as viewers saw familiar faces in his videos. This personal touch made each production feel genuine, building trust and relatability with his audience. But with high-stakes content came high expectations. Fans expected each video to be bigger and better than the last, creating a relentless cycle of innovation that required constant escalation. The pressure was immense, but for years MrBeast thrived under it, continually delivering the excitement that fans craved. The business of MrBeast, from YouTuber to brand mogul. Beyond YouTube, MrBeast was building an empire. He diversified his brand with ventures like MrBeast Burger, a virtual restaurant chain, and Feastables, a line of chocolate bars. These ventures allowed him to expand beyond the platform, ensuring that his brand wasn't solely dependent on ad revenue or sponsorships. His approach was strategic. He wasn't just a content creator, but a businessman with a growing portfolio. This expansion also allowed him to reach a wider audience. MrBeast Burger, for example, was accessible to fans in various locations, creating a direct connection between his brand and his audience's everyday lives. His model balanced sponsorships, personal investments, and ad revenue, turning MrBeast from a YouTuber into a full-fledged brand mogul. So where could this journey take him in the next decade? With his brand's expansion and audience reach, MrBeast could be on track to becoming a major figure in entertainment or consumer goods. His empire, if carefully managed, could continue to grow far beyond YouTube. Keeping up with audiences' expectations is no small feat, especially as preferences shift and platforms evolve. MrBeast's unique brand of content, intense, high-cost productions, means that every video had to be better than the last. As trends evolved on platforms like TikTok and Twitch, he faced the challenges of staying relevant in an increasingly competitive landscape. Criticism and potential controversies over his spending habits occasionally surfaced, with some questioning if his challenges were becoming over the top. He also faced criticism when his friend and collaborator Chris Tyson became embroiled in a scandal involving inappropriate interactions. The fallout from these controversies tested MrBeast's reputation, showing that even the most well-loved creators aren't immune to public scrutiny. Other influencers like Shane Dawson and David Dobrik have faced similar trajectories, with rapid rises followed by sudden setbacks. MrBeast would need to navigate these challenges carefully, learning from their mistakes to maintain his position. Where does MrBeast's brand fit in as newer trends emerge? After years of relentless content creation, signs of burnout have begun to show. MrBeast has openly discussed the toll of creating such intense videos and managing a massive brand. Burnout is a common issue among influencers, especially those with massive followings. The pressure to stay relevant, engage millions, and constantly top previous efforts can be overwhelming. Many influencers have shared how this constant grind impacts their mental health and content quality. Why is burnout so common among high-performing influencers? It's a demanding lifestyle, one that requires endless creativity, energy, and a thick skin to handle criticism. For MrBeast, each production involves not just physical work, but also mental strain, as he balances his brand's growth with maintaining his audience's trust. When it comes to lessons from MrBeast's journey, there's a lot for aspiring influencers to consider. One big takeaway is that his high-cost, high-reward style isn't practical for everyone. Sure, his grand giveaways and elaborate challenges capture attention, but most creators don't have the resources to operate on that scale. For those just starting out, it's important to remember that building a loyal audience doesn't require flashy stunts or huge financial investments. Instead, what matters most is authentic engagement, connecting with viewers in a way that feels genuine and relatable. By truly understanding their audience's interests and preferences, creators can build strong connections that keep people coming back, even without massive giveaways. MrBeast's approach has also raised the bar in terms of brand expectations. Now, companies working with influencers aren't just looking for views or likes, they're expecting tangible results and a strong return on investment. Brands are increasingly interested in partnerships that deliver measurable outcomes, and they want influencers who can generate trust and loyalty among their followers. This shift means that creators today are often expected to think beyond just content. They're crafting campaigns that resonate and drive real engagement. MrBeast's journey shows that, while big stunts might grab attention, sustaining a brand requires more than that. His success reflects a blend of creativity, audience insight, and the ability to adapt over time. For new influencers, the key takeaway is that while MrBeast's model might not be replicable, there's still plenty to learn from his approach. Staying authentic, evolving with trends, and consistently engaging with followers can create a path to success that doesn't rely on extreme budgets, but rather on building genuine connections and value with every post. MrBeast's success has raised the bar for influencer marketing, showing brands what's possible when you combine large-scale sponsorships with genuine audience engagement. Now, it's not enough for influencers to simply gain views or make a splash with a single post. Today, brands want more. They're looking for influencers who can drive real loyalty and trust with their audiences, making their followers feel genuinely connected and inspired by the content. This means that new creators on the scene are being pushed to do more than the usual social media routine. They're often expected to pull off big campaigns with clear, measurable outcomes that prove their impact. So where exactly does MrBeast's unique journey fit into the wider world of social media? His approach, blending philanthropy with high-stakes entertainment, reflects a distinctive moment in the evolution of influencer culture. MrBeast didn't just post videos, he created events, spectacles that people couldn't stop talking about. His model's unlike most because it hinges on grand gestures and large-scale generosity, which his resources allow him to maintain. But his journey also brings up an important question. Can this kind of influencer model really last in the long run? For MrBeast, with his vast resources and devoted following, pulling off these massive stunts is feasible, at least for now. But for many other creators, replicating this formula is almost impossible. Not every influencer has millions to invest in production costs, and even fewer can risk losing that much if a video doesn't perform well. For the majority of influencers, sticking to this higher spending model could quickly lead to burnout or financial strain. MrBeast's success might be inspiring, but it also shows that not everyone can or should aim to operate on such a massive scale. His story highlights a critical lesson for the influencer world. As impactful as a single creator can be, staying relevant requires more than just big gestures. It requires adaptability, the ability to read trends, and a commitment to staying true to one's voice and values. For many influencers, building a sustainable career means diversifying content, embracing new platforms, and perhaps most crucially, staying authentic. MrBeast has managed to set himself apart by building trust with his audience through transparency and creativity, and that's something emerging creators can learn from. Ultimately, his journey reflects the shifting expectations of what influencers can do, and the challenges of sustaining a brand in the ever-evolving digital landscape. Some gained popularity, but not all could sustain it without controversies or difficulties maintaining the high-cost, high-reward model. MrBeast remains one of the few to succeed on such a grand scale, though his journey is a reminder that even the biggest creators must constantly adapt to survive in the long run. There are several misconceptions about MrBeast's success, and it's essential to clarify them. Many people think that if you have enough money, you can easily replicate MrBeast's success. After all, his videos are filled with massive giveaways, stunts, and big budget productions. But here's the thing, while money does play a part, it's not the secret sauce behind MrBeast's phenomenal rise. What truly makes him stand out is his ability to understand what grabs people's attention, what makes content go viral, and how to create a connection with viewers. MrBeast isn't just throwing cash around, he's tapping into the psychology of his audience, knowing what excites them, inspires them, or even makes them curious enough to click and keep watching. It's easy to assume that throwing money at a video will instantly make it a hit, but in reality, MrBeast's approach is much more strategic. He carefully plans his content around stories that people can relate to or feel connected with. Stories about helping others, pushing personal limits, or going on extraordinary adventures. His giveaways don't feel like empty gestures, they come across as genuine acts of kindness, which adds to his charm and the authenticity of his brand. Viewers feel that he's relatable and that his generosity is real, which is something money alone can't buy. MrBeast's dedication to philanthropy and his focus on engaging storytelling make him stand out in the crowded influencer space, proving that success needs more than just deep pockets. Another misconception is that MrBeast simply got lucky or that his rise was purely a result of YouTube's algorithm working in his favour. Sure, timing and the algorithm played their parts, but his growth was no accident. His success comes from years of calculated risk-taking, relentless testing, and a genuine commitment to understanding his audience. MrBeast didn't just rely on luck, he studied what worked and didn't, learning from each upload and refining his approach. He paid close attention to feedback, always asking himself how he could make the next video bigger, more exciting, or more engaging. The YouTube algorithm recognized the high engagement that his videos generated, which helped boost his content. But it wasn't just the algorithm that propelled him forward, it was MrBeast's persistence and his creative, audience-first approach that truly fueled his meteoric rise. This blend of strategy, effort, and consistency shows that his success isn't just a lucky break, it's a well-earned achievement that reflects his deep understanding of both content creation and audience connection. A third misconception is that all influencers will inevitably experience a fall. While burnout and controversies are common in the influencer world, those who diversify, adapt, and build supportive teams can sustain their success. MrBeast's brand evolution, business ventures, and team of trusted collaborators are efforts to future-proof his empire. Although challenges remain, he structured his brand in a way that could help him navigate shifts in audience interest and platform trends more effectively than most. MrBeast's story is one of extraordinary highs and challenging lows, offering valuable insights into the complexities of modern influencer culture. From his humble beginnings on YouTube to becoming one of the platform's biggest stars, he redefined what it means to be a social media influencer. His ability to connect with audiences through generosity, surprise, and authenticity turned him into a global phenomenon, while his willingness to take risks made his content truly unique. But his journey is also a reminder of the immense pressures that come with such a high-profile life. The demands of staying relevant, the controversies that arise, and the toll of burnout are real obstacles, even for someone as successful as MrBeast. In the end, his story serves as both an inspiration and a cautionary tale for aspiring influencers. His journey shows that while it's possible to achieve incredible success through creativity, kindness, and hard work, maintaining that success requires constant adaptation, integrity, and a commitment to growth. As the influencer economy evolves, MrBeast's trajectory will undoubtedly serve as a case study in both the potential and the pitfalls of fame in the digital age. What do you think? Will MrBeast continue to grow, or are we witnessing the peak of his influence? If you enjoyed this deep dive into MrBeast's rise and challenges, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned for more insights into the world of influencers and social media.